Well, I guess this is one way to start off Spider-Verse month. His name is Peter Porker. He was bitten by a radioactive pig, and since 1983, he has been the one and only Spider-Ham. First appearing in a one-shot humor comic called Marvel Tales, starring Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham, he has been appearing in his own series and every now and then in Spider-themed events happening in the multiverse, such as the Spider-Verse and Spider-Geddon. So today we're going to take a look at the adventures of the webbed Porker himself with Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham Annual Number 1. My copy is a variant cover of the comic, which is doing a tribute for the movie Into the Spider-Verse, which, if you haven't seen yet, I highly recommend, not just for the love of the character, but also for the amazing storytelling and beautiful animation. We begin the story with Spider-Gwen and Miles Morales being hypnotized to perform at the Circus of Crime by the Ringmaster. Luckily for the both of them, they are saved by the appearance of Spider-Ham, and the Ringmaster, along with his reluctant rogues gallery, end up disappearing due to some mysterious contraption exploding in his face. Later on, back in his home dimension, Peter wakes up to the sounds of the news with J. Jonah Jackal speaking of how much of a menace Ham is. He's even bringing in people like Spider-Gwen into the field. It turns out that his rogues gallery, ever since the events with the Ringmaster, have disappeared. And such, Peter has nothing really to do, as he explains to his friend Batty Brandt at the Daily Beagle. It's been so bad that he's just been laying in his bed for days on end. That night, as he tries to go on patrol, it ends up being so boring that he falls asleep, waking up to the sounds of Jackal yelling at him. The more he continues trying to do some patrolling, he keeps falling asleep, even having a dream back of when he was a spider again, just feeling the stress of doing so much at once with his Aunt May, telling him the stress will consume him, waking up screaming. He wakes up getting swept away with Spider-Gwen declaring she knows where his enemies have gone off to, opening a portal to a different dimension, which they find is being attacked by Kongpin and the rest of the villains, who are being mind-controlled by the very much alive Ringmaster. How will Ham and Gwen deal with the villains? Will Peter be able to fix all the issues he's been having lately? Well, there's only one way I'm going to have you guys find out, and as usual, that'll be by locating it however you can online or at your local comic book store. But for my final thoughts, this ended up being a lot better than I was expecting. For a concept like Spider-Ham, I was expecting more Looney Tunes style slapstick and such, but surprisingly we had a deep look into the stress and feelings that Porker is feeling, especially when it comes to fulfilling his responsibilities. Not to mention that without these villains and such, he is basically just bored and has nothing to do. I personally have had this feeling many times, and it is not a great feeling to have. And that's all the time we have for today. I'd like to thank you all once again for attending another session of Therapy and Panels. If you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next video, this is the Super Guru signing off.